Hey, welcome back to True Healing Success, you guys. I apologize again for being gone so long. It's just life is really taking different turns for the best. Please believe me, for the best. It's just I have so many things going on. I'm about to graduate pretty soon in September. I'll tell you from what once I graduate, and then hopefully the world can see what I'm up to again because I'm always up to something. So, today, you guys, welcome back again. And today I will be speaking about 10 worst advice that somebody can give to you. If you hear these things, please run for the hills. Do not listen. So, with that being said, I'm going to say it again. Welcome back, you guys. More videos to come because I'm just learning how to get better and just do all this amazing stuff that I'm seeing everybody else do that I always been wanting to do, but never knew how to do it. So now I'm learning how to do it. So, be that as it may, let me get started. The worst advice someone can ever give you is number one. Oh, you are young. Take advantage of your looks and your body while you have it. Hold up, wait. What does that mean? Because I was born with the same body that I'm going to leave with. So shouldn't you tell me something else? So what does that mean? Oh, well, girl, you have a nice body and you young. If I was still that age, if I would have, did this with that body, do not listen to that. That's a whole bunch of filth that should go in one ear and out the other. Please, I have heard tons of different things. And you like, why is that person telling me this? Like you don't live your life and now you're trying to live mine. We can't have that. So again, please do not listen to somebody telling you about your body parts and how you should be doing with your body parts. And no, listen, that's very sacred. Okay. You hold that precious to you and you don't let nobody take a piece unless you're for sure that that's what you want to give them. If a person's not giving you what you want, I'm not saying what you need, but what you want, move to the next person. That's number two. Do not do that. Oh, well, he's not giving me what I want. So I'm about to go find somebody who's going to give me what I want. It's not that he's not giving you what you need. He's just not giving you what you want. What if what you want, it may hurt you? It may like devastate you, or it may cause you to go backwards because it's something that you really didn't need. You just felt that you wanted it. So again, letting someone go, oh well, I can do better. Whatever you're not gonna do, somebody else is gonna do better. Don't let that grass look too green, honey. Please stop yourself. The third one, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Yes, is a pro and is a con to following your heart. A lot of times, many people follow their hearts and they go in debt bad because of not knowing. And then another thing is they may, like, in a way, they follow their heart and they get hurt very bad. So, with that being said, it's more like, let me switch this a little bit. I apologize, you guys. So, with that being said, they go in debt or they lose themselves trying to do everything for this person. And overall, it's not even worth it. So, again, if you're going to follow your heart, make sure you prayed on it, you meditated on it, and you be patient. The key word is patience. Wait for the Father to show you everything that He has to offer you. Don't just be in a rush because I myself, in my previous days, and even now, I have to tell myself, like, calm down, relax. So again, don't be in a rush to do anything. If you're gonna follow your heart, make sure is what your mind is really telling you. Like, sit down and really analyze everything. Like, think everything through. Because I have seen certain TV shows when the girls is literally like, or not even girls, but it's both genders, and they're like, oh, I spent this amount of money on this person, and and now I'm about to go bankruptcy, or I'm about to go broke and stuff. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, please, you guys, use your mind. If you do not use your mind, what else are you going to have in this life? Because your mind is the most powerful thing. And if somebody take that from you, oh my goodness, they control you. So again, don't walk up and around giving your money to everybody and just being so, oh, well, you know what? I for one, what I'm noticing, a lot of people is like, oh, well, let me speak this thing to existence, and then it's gonna come to me. And what I'm learning is the devil also hear your prayers too, because that has happened to me before. I was praying and I'm like going into detail. I thought I went into a lot of detail, but good thing I didn't go into too much detail. But the detail I thought I gave was enough. And just so happened, I had like a little a wolf in sheep clothing come along, and that's a story for another day. But just be very aware, because if something seems too good to be true, if you become too anxious, or like just these little, just quick things, then put a hold on it, put a stop to it, because you can really save yourself from so much damage and danger, if that makes sense. Um, that was the third one, follow your heart. The fourth one is, it's cheaper to keep her. I hear a lot of guys saying it's cheaper to keep her. Now, females, what I have heard was that we are easy to divorce the man. And in a sense, I can see that being true, because of just being fed up, and I can say we, like, for a lot of good women, we do try, but good gracious, like, how much do we have to take? Like, oh my goodness, it could be a whole life. Like, do I have enough tears to cry these things out? Like, sometimes I just be curious. I want to know. So if somebody can give me those answers, please leave the comment somewhere. Like, I would like to know. But we do our best. It's just life is really spinning. So it's cheaper to keep her. The guy feel the need to stay in a miserable marriage opposed to leaving, or when you guys notice that you grew apart. And I am a witness to see someone stay in a marriage for over 15 years and they barely even talk to each other. Like, you might get a phone call like, hey, good morning. And they might get a phone call from each other, at night. And I'm like, this person is working here. This person is over here. To the world, it look like they have this beautiful, lavish lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But deep down inside, I'm like, dang, y'all are not happy. This is not love, you know? And it goes back into following your heart. I guess at that time when they was younger, they felt like they both had money. That's, the way to go about it. But now they actually older. And I guess too, they got into like this business marriage. I don't know too much about how business marriages work, but they got into a business marriage. And really and truly is like, it don't look like it's something that I would love to be in. I'm just being honest. Like, I would love my husband, to love all over me and my children and be around, while he too go to work, myself, just do like the regular thing. Not like then we could form our own business. But just to say we got married due to business, I don't want it to be like that. I don't think that. So the whole cheaper to keeper, really and truly, you're going to stay more miserable keeping her than you will letting her go. And me personally, I'm not condoning anyone to get a divorce. I say pray about it and let the Father lead your way. But what I'm basically saying is I have seen a lot of people who get stuck in these marriages and they don't leave. And then years later, like close to decades or over decades, then they end up divorcing, and it's way worse than if they would have just like, hey, that's not gonna work, blah blah blah, whatever the case might be. Again, I do not condone getting a divorce. I love marriages. I think it's very beautiful and it's honorable, and I like if everybody could be married and stick to one husband and just love their children, that would be like a fantastic thing. Like that's one of the world views that I see coming, but it's taking some time, but we're gonna get there. Okay. So back to what I was saying. It's cheaper to keep her. I don't think that you should put yourself in that situation and then you become depressed. You start trying to figure out or start even hearing the sense. I heard someone say, well, by the time I'm 45 or by the time I'm 50, since men in my family don't make it that long, I'm not going to be here. And I'm like, why are you saying stuff like that? Like, so again, like, get yourselves out of these situations. Please, please get yourself out of these situations. It don't make sense to really hurt yourself and go through all that pain and commotion for no reason. I apologize, I'm shifting, but it really don't. All you're gonna do is like really hurt yourself in the process. Um, and that was number 4. So number 5 is never apologize and show your emotions. That's a weak thing in you. I think that is very stupid because, for one, at the end of the day, my bad, you guys, I am having like a lighting issue at the moment. 1 minute. Oh, that's better. I apologize, you guys. So, never apologize or show emotions and it makes you look weak. That's number 5. I think that's a bunch of bull crap because that's a lot of reasons why our young males, older males, and just males in general is going irate, is going the other direction, is going a whole bunch of ways. Why? Because they was taught not to show their emotions and express their feelings. Like, let me tell y'all something. Do you know sometimes, like, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes when we see this masculine, emotional something, handsomeness, like it just does something to you. You're like, why? Because for one, we don't always see it. For two, it's like, okay, now we know it's something wrong. And that give us the time to just show you so much love and affection. But a lot of guys like, no, I don't want you to do this or I'm not gonna cry. And you're like, man, come on now, dog. Come on now, dog. So again, be okay. Understand that it is manly to find your emotions and not be so hardcore. Like, no, masculinity is the key. Please keep it. Do not lose it. But what I'm basically telling you is it's okay to apologize. It's okay to say when you're wrong. It's okay to experience these different feelings and emotions, and like you're human. Women do, which, oh, women is always emotional. Well, men is too, because everybody's like walking around either smiling, mad, thinking about something. So all these things is emotions in different ways. So everybody is emotional. So just know how to use it. The number 6 thing is spend what you have and you'll make it back. I see a lot of people like, oh, well, I have this right now. And then they get with some friends or something. And the next thing, the friends want them to do something or tag along. And then I hear, oh, I don't have the money. And then now y'all trying to come up with ways of getting the money. But then you have bills to pay. And so I'm looking at it like, oh my goodness. And it's not just with one person in particular. I'm seeing a lot of people doing these things. If I know that I have some bills to pay, I'm not going to go to a concert. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Hold up. If I have consistent money coming in, then yes, I can try to make something happen. But if I don't, there's no reason for me to go to a concert when I don't have a constant flow of income coming in. 1 minute I'm working, next minute I don't. 1 minute I got some money coming in, or and whatever the case might be, or your kids may need some clothes or something, and you worried about going to the next reggae club. Like, a lot of stuff does not make sense what we're doing, and we definitely have to fix these things, because another generation and another generation and another generation is coming right behind our generation. Just think about how our grandparents looked at a lot of stuff. They wasn't just out here just spending just because they had it, or they really didn't have it. Or just think about the times when the families had to eat some what rice and some beans, and probably just a little bit of vegetables just to make do. You know, People's not overspending, because at the end of the day, if you're not for certain that you're going to get it back, then you shouldn't go crazy spending like that. The Father give and He do take away. Just always remember that. And that's something that I tell my son, and that's something that I also remind myself when I'm like, okay, listen, you need to think what will come first. So again, and that's another reason why I am very frugal. I like nice things, but I know how to get what I want. I just don't go out here buying all this crazy nonsense. I know how to find things on sale for really great prices. So it works for me. Hopefully it'll work for y'all too. So that was the six things. Spend what you have and then you'll make it back. The seventh thing is females aren't loyal or honest. So what I did is I said, I'm so tired of hearing about that, because I came to a conclusion that it's a lot of guys out there who always states that they want a good woman who's independent, carry their own, and have this other stuff. I'm not talking about a gossiping woman. I'm talking about literally just an honest, loyal, decent, beautiful woman, with goals and ambitions and dreams and, and all this other stuff. They can't handle it because it makes them feel like less of a man, or whatever the case might be. And I'm a firm believer. I tell a lot of people, if you are a manly man, you should find or know the right words to make that woman pipe the freak down, okay? Because I have seen some manly men, and the way they shut these women up is not disrespectful. It's very much like king status, not like, dang, that was nice. So again, it's always about the way we approach things and how we look at things. If you go into something with a closed mind, you will never see the bigger picture. But again, when we have more men who understand their masculinity, I don't care what this world say. I love my masculine men. We need, okay. I don't see the Chinese, all they men becoming feminine. I don't see all these other nationalities men becoming feminine. But all of a sudden, ours is a target. No, so the ones we do have left, and there's no disrespect to nobody, whoever to go with, whatever way you want to go. That's your preference. Trust me. But what I am basically here doing is saying I do love our masculine black males, brown skinned males, men's of all color, because we are all color. So I just want to make that clear, because I need a masculine man. I can't have a man that's feminine like me. I apologize. I can't sleep with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not even saying that, but I'm just saying, because rest in peace to my brother, but he was in that lifestyle. But I can't lay with a guy who look like me. I have to lay with a man, because when I see a woman, that lets me know that we are equal. When I see a man, it lets me know that no, we are not equal. And I'm okay with that. That makes me feel good. And for the most part, if it's a great guy, they make me feel protected. And I'm not saying they as in like a whole lot. What I'm saying is just our men alone, like the masculine men, they make you feel a safe protection. Whether it's your brothers, your cousins here. Like, I just love them. I love them. Okay, so that was the seventh thing. Oh, no, I'm not even done yet. So the women isn't loyal and trustworthy. I wanted to pull this thing up for you guys, because I'm like, hold up. I can't, like, maybe in today's world, maybe. I'm like, okay, so have we started becoming cheaters now? So I just wanted to see. Have we started become more cheaters than the males? Because I'm like, hold up, when have we started cheating more than males? When like males is like always been such players. I have found females is like trying to get back at men so they cheat, have been hurt because whatever the guy done so they cheat, you know. So like, but it's because they have cheated, not we just went out and cheated. Like we can't just show our bodies to anybody or like, well, nowadays I can't speak for everybody, but like when I was coming up, like the ones who had like morals and great grandmothers and like to teach you those things, it made a big difference on the type of person you became and who you could see your body and how you know, reviewed your body to people. So it made a big difference. So I said, let me look at this because I'm like, I don't think we cheat more than men. I'm sorry. I love our men, but I don't think we cheat more than them. So this one say, despite changing new gender forms, men are still more likely to cheat than women. Okay, so it says 20% of married men, the general social survey say 20% of 20% of married men and 13% of married women have sex with other people than their spouse. So I'm like, okay, hold up. Hold that thought. So now I want it to go down. And this one says men statistically cheat somewhere between 20% of the time, and women cheat about 13% of the time. And the men is more likely cheating other than women. The difference being 23 of the men and 20 of the women. So again, I wanted to bring that up because I'm like, hold up. Who's cheating more? Because right now we are living in a time of Sodom and Gomorrah. And I'm like, okay, so wait. I hope we're not cheating more than men. But then nowadays, nobody's getting tested. I don't know what these things is going on right now. Like I'm scared. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm in my early 30s. And these people is just like drinking STDs. Like it's just liquid death. Like I don't know. But it's scary. So I can say, me personally, my opinion, are women loyal and honest? I think it's a 50-50 now because females feel like they have something to prove when it comes down to the men, and men feel like they have something to prove when it comes down to the women, and there's nothing but nonsense. I think that's why we all got corrupted and we all are hurting. A lot of people are burning out there and need some type of healing. So I just think everybody needs to slow down. I think everybody needs to love themselves again and pay attention to what your body is screaming out. Because just because a person is beautiful, that you don't know what they have, you don't know what they caught, you know, the night before. Like it's just we don't know a lot about nobody nowadays. So I just think that you guys should definitely be more protective and just care for yourself more. But nevertheless, us women have fought so hard for you guys, just as well as you guys have fought so hard for us. We love you guys, and without you guys, we are nothing, just as well as without us, you guys are nothing. So, again, let's stop being disloyal and abusive and just horrible to each other and get the whole thing back right, because at the end of the day, we are one of the most beautiful people. I feel like we are one of the best loved people. I feel like we are the best people with the best personalities. I feel like it's a lot of great qualities, that like best skin, like a lot of great things. So I feel like for us to be the best at a lot of things, we need to remind ourselves why we were the best at one point of time, just so we can start to come back and get ourselves right. I heard the eighth thing is play guys how they play you. That's what I hear a lot. Oh, I'm playing them like how they play us. At the end of the day, you're not going to ever accomplish anything you're going to always feel horrible about yourself because now you're putting miles on your cars or running out your tires, and pretty soon it's all going to pop. Or you're going to have to like start correcting some things, over time, because at the end of the day, we're not made like that. We are very beautiful empresses, princess, queens, whatever you want to call yourself. Like you are that. But we have to definitely think about it. So again, if men go out there and cheat, their body parts is totally different from ours. And I've been seeing not seeing, but hearing this thing lately about people's private areas smelling, whether it's just BBLs or these toxic females that's not doing certain stuff, or guys that don't take showers nor brush their teeth. Like when I say, I'm hearing so many things, and I'm just like, it's so many things to make videos about, but I'm just trying to keep you guys updated and aware on what's going on, because it's just like every day you get hit with so many things. So for the eighth thing, women, you guys cannot keep up with men. That's impossible. What they do, you couldn't even try to. Our inner, our inner, it doesn't even hold what they can hold. Let's just be honest. They can probably sleep with 10, 20 females and won't think of not one of them. If you as a woman sleep with at least three of those guys, you could think about all three of them, whether it was the best or whether it was the worst. Still, it's some connection that you have a more of a tighter, I would just say like a tighter grip to, opposed to what the males have. They can just slip on, slip out. But females is like we gravitate and we grip to everything. So it don't work like that. Um, the ninth thing is I do what I want to do. It's okay, girl. You do what you want to do. If it's in a positive way, then yes, by all means, do what you want to do because it's positive, and we are here to spread positive. I said 10, but I kind of snuck this one I just said in there about doing what you want to do, but it just came to me. So whatever, I'm going over it. It's my channel and I can. But I hear this, do what you want to do. If it's positive, yes, do it. If it's negative, why do you want to do what you want to do? What are you trying to what are you trying to prove? That makes no sense because everybody just feel like I do what I want to do. Can't nobody tell me. Like if you're being negative and it's just no way for improvement, then oh my goodness, it's horrible. Just stop it. So the original ninth thing was I hear go through your time and be free. Explore. Figure out what you really want in life. You might want to try to be with a female. You might want to, and you looking like, go and explore. Like, how can you tell me to go and explore in the ocean full of sharks, alligators, and snakes? Go swim where to what? Like, if this is the only pool out, if this is the only thing, area of water, I will pass. Like, that is the most scariest thing you could tell somebody. Even with my son, still to this day, when he asks me sexual things or something like that, like in a reference to what he heard or what he want to know, of course I think about how I say it, but I'm just scared for him. Like, ooh, growing up, we heard about like super AIDS, and of course the whole world was scared. That blown over. You ain't hear about that no more. So it's like, well, where are these diseases? Where did they go? Back into a lab or something? You want to think these things because it's just like, man. And then you hear people have it, but they don't ever pass. And then now they're talking about making pills that, don't show whether you have it or not. Like, I thought that if you have these diseases that's deadly, you have to register. Like that's like trying to kill somebody. I thought, well, like, what happened to the laws and rules when I was like, it was not that long ago. I'm not that old. And so the 10th one is do what I say, not as I do. That one is like another very worse one. How can you tell a child, do what I say, not as I do. Well, what example are you giving them? Because I can't tell my child, do what I say, not as I do. He's like, well, mom, if you can't do it, then like, and he's not even being smart, but if you telling me I can't do this, mom, and it's very bad, or like smoking, then why are you doing it? Mom, if you telling me drinking is gonna, harm your liver, then why are you doing it? Mom, if you telling me don't set the house on fire, and all of a sudden you set the house on fire, like, why are you doing it? Like, so they want to know. And I had an ex years ago. He used to always say that. And then I'm like, why would you say that? And he's like, because I'm grown. Well, that still don't give me a good explanation to what sense does it make? Because you should lead me by example. And if you can't lead me by example, then what are we doing here? So I like that right there. I really don't understand the saying, but for the sake that I'm an adult now, I have to kind of speak up. Like, I don't tell my child that. I don't tell him that at all. I say, I have to show you by example, because at the end of the day, I am renting you. And that means whenever the father calls you home, he know the same way that he gave me to you, well put together, is the same way I'm gonna be giving you back. And vice versa with me and mommy. So all this, do what I say, not as I do. We definitely have to be leaders. We definitely have to make sure we're giving out good advice. This came across my mind, and I said, I have to make a video. And more crazy things that I hear and come across, I will definitely let you guys know, because I'm starting to hear again. And I have to, like, I've been so busy with doing so many different things. Not saying that you guys are not important, because trust me, you are. You guys are helping me more than you think. Like, you guys are helping me on my own journey to success and greatness. Please understand, I really appreciate you guys, whoever is watching my channel. I'm hoping that it goes far out to the four corners of the earth. In some way, some possible, I'm doing you guys some justice, and I am fulfilling whatever sense of emotions you guys need. Just understand that we all are in this together. We are going through this life. And at the end of the day, we all have a purpose to be here. One of my purposes, I feel, is to speak to a lot of people, to help them. Okay. And I know it is a lot of people that's doing the same, but I hope that I can bring something different to the table. So that way, whatever I do say or come across, in some way, it can help you in your life. So again, that was my really worst advice someone can give you. And again, I appreciate everything. And if somebody tell you those things, please do not listen, because something is wrong with them. So I felt like I had enough of your time today. I'm going to let you guys go. And hopefully I'll see you again on the next True Healing Success. And remember, my name is Empress. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm getting better with the video. So bear with me. Be patient. And have a great day.